White made a move. On g5, pause the video to spot black's next move. White intends to play pawn takes f6 and establish a winning position. Rook a2 was chosen by black. King d2. White's idea is to play pawn takes f6, rook f7, queen takes g6, knight takes f6, queen takes f7, knight takes e4 check, pawn takes e4, queen takes b2, queen takes h7 mate, and take decisive advantage. Queen takes b2 played by black. King e2. White's idea is to play pawn takes f6 and seize the initiative. Knight h5 was chosen by black. Black is looking to play queen takes c2 check and seize the initiative. Rook takes h5 played by white. Pawn takes h5. On g6, black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. Black played queen a6. Pause the video to spot white's next move. Queen h5. White is planning to play queen takes h7 mate and gain a significant edge. Pawn h6 played by black. Knight takes h6. Bishop takes h6. On f5. King g8. Black is looking to play knight e5. On e4. Bishop g7. Rook g3. Rook takes a 2. On h4. King f8. King f1. Queen d6 and increase their advantage significantly. Pawn takes g6 move preferred by white. Bishop g7. Pawn takes f7 check. King f8. White is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Pawn f6. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. Queen c7 check. King h1. White is setting up to play pawn f7. Rook takes h3 check. Queen takes h3 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop takes e4 was chosen by black. Pawn takes g7 check. Queen takes g7. Rook f8 check. Queen takes f8. Queen takes e4. Rook takes h3 check. King g2. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. White just played queen d2. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Rook c8. On d5. Rook c1. Black is preparing to play rook g1 check. King h3. Queen takes f3 and take decisive advantage. Rook f2 played by white. On g5. Queen d4. White is aiming to play queen takes e4 and seize the initiative. Queen takes d4 was chosen by black. Pawn takes d4. On g4. Black is planning to play rook g1 mate and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook f1 played by white. Pawn takes f3 check. Rook takes f3. White is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Rook d1. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. Rook e5. Knight e2. Knight takes e2. Bishop takes h5. Queen takes h5. On d6. White might go for on d7. Rook d5. Rook d2. Knight f4. Rook takes f4 and gain a significant edge. Queen g4 was chosen by black. Black is aiming to play queen takes e4 check. Rook f3. Queen takes f3 mate and sees the initiative. Rook takes d4 played by white. Rook g5. Black might go for queen g2 mate and gain a significant edge. Queen f2 played by white. White wants to play rook d2, knight d4, queen e3, rook h5, pawn b4, pawn c4, rook g2 and sees the initiative. Knight takes d4 move preferred by black. Rook e1 white is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White just played rook d6 check. Pause the video to analyze black's next move. King h7, queen f3, rook c2 check, king h3, pawn g4 check, king takes g4, queen g1 check, king f5, rook f2, rook d7 check, king g8. Black is planning to play rook takes f3 check and increase their advantage significantly. Queen takes f2 was chosen by white. Queen takes f2 check. King e6. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. White played queen f2. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Rook takes h3 check. King takes h3. Queen h1 check. Queen h2. Queen f3 check. Rook g3. White considers playing rook takes f3 and take decisive advantage. Pawn takes g3 was chosen by black. Queen takes g3. Queen h5 check. King g2. Rook g7. Queen takes g7 check. King takes g7. King g1. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. White played pawn takes g6. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Rook h8. Black considers playing rook h1 mate and dominate the board. Pawn f3 move preferred by white. Queen e3 check. King g2. Rook h5. Pawn takes f7 check. Rook g5. Pawn a4. King takes f7. Pawn takes b5. Pawn takes b5. Queen takes g5. Queen takes g5 check. King h3. White is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Rook f7. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Bishop h5. White is planning to play bishop takes f7 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight g6 played by black. Black is looking to play rook takes g7 and dominate the board. Bishop takes g6 played by white. Pawn takes g6. Queen takes g6. Bishop d4. Pawn e5. White intends to play knight takes f6 check. Queen takes f6. Rook takes f6 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes e5 was chosen by black. Pawn d4. White is aiming to play pawn takes e5 and dominate the board. Bishop takes d4 played by black. King castled queenside. Pawn c6. Rook takes d4. Pawn takes d5. Rook df4. White is looking to play rook takes f6 and dominate the board. Queen c7 played by black. King b1. White is looking to play rook takes f6 and seize the initiative. Queen takes f4 move preferred by black. Rook takes f4. King e7. Pawn g4. Pawn d6. Pawn g5. White intends to play pawn takes f6 check and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop e6 move preferred by black. Rook takes f6. Rook takes f6. Pawn takes f6 check. King d7. Black is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. Black just played Queen c3. Pause the video to analyze White's next move. Black's idea is to play Rook b1, Queen f6, Queen d3, Rook f4, Rook f8, and take decisive advantage. On h5 move preferred by White. White considers playing pawn takes g6 and sees the initiative. Queen e3 was chosen by Black. Black might go for Queen takes g5, Rook takes g5, Rook b1, Rook takes c2, Rook takes c2, and establish a winning position. Rook takes c2 was chosen by White. Rook takes c2, Queen d8 check, King g7, Queen f6 check, King g8. Black is preparing to play Queen takes f3, Queen takes f3, Rook takes f3, Pawn takes g6, Pawn takes g6, and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn takes g6 move preferred by White. Queen h6 check, Rook h4, Queen takes h4 check, Queen takes h4, Pawn takes g6, Queen h6, Rook c6, Queen takes g6 check, King f8, Pawn f4, Rook bb6. On the 5. White is looking to play Pawn takes b6 and dominate the board. Rook a6 was chosen by Black. Queen b1, Pawn d4, Queen b4 check, King e8, King g3, Rook c8, Queen takes d4, Rook c7. White is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game.